Welcome back to the next part in the Supra freaking series, that'll do. Today we are joined by Chris, who's currently looking for tools or a tape measure or something or other. We have an engine crane that we have borrowed from one of our viewers, let's put it that way.
One of our viewers.
So we're now looking at getting this bad boy out today. The oil is currently draining out at the bottom, probably finished draining out, it's not driven anymore. We now need to undo a couple of bolts at the back, a couple of bolts at the front, one fuel pipe which is just on the end of the fuel rail, just there with the big union joint. And then fingers crossed we're going to get this bad boy out, but I fear we're going to have issues because the ram on this is leaking, but we'll see how we go. We have height restraints because we have the garage door bar directly above where the bonnet should be. Hopefully it doesn't need to go that high, but you know, who knows. We have the gearbox strapped onto the back of this engine, so that could very well cause some issues. And we have lots of chain. I really don't know how we're going to attach the chain on, but I'm sure we'll find some way. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today. Today is the day that this gets took out. This is going to be fun. Yeah. I'm not actually looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it being out. Not looking forward to getting it out. Don't start. So we shall come back to you when I've figured out what we're doing. Dude, the smell is so strong.
It's only a bit of petrol.
I don't need to talk like a dweeb. Seriously, why is this not bigger tight? I need to get a ratchet one. 17. Chris is currently under the car, is measuring up the bolts for the rear cross member, which holds the, I believe it holds the gearbox onto the actual car itself. So he's going to show you the bolts he's about to remove.
Oh, we're recording. Oh, yeah. Right. Got to remove these 8 bolts. That one, 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 and that one. These 14, these 12s. Use impact gun, make it a little bit easier for us. It's a bit tight under here as well.
That is the plate that Chris was taking off. The jack is currently underneath, supporting the weight of the gearbox currently. That there hanging down is the selector, or was connected to the selector to change from like park, neutral, etc, etc. So I think we're about at the stage to undo the big bolts at the front, which would be this one here, but as far as I'm aware we can undo it from the bottom, so we'll probably just have to gun it out from the bottom. Yeah, this is where we are currently. Excited. I'm actually nervous, mate. Yeah, I'm actually really nervous. Yeah. I can actually hold it, not on the track.
Yep, maybe I was spinning. Although, this one, if you look, you can't actually see it. The other one you can, look, that engine mount right there. Oh, you might just be able to get onto it. Right, as you can see now, we have one engine mount out. While he takes pictures. And this other engine mount's now free. We've got all cables free, everything, all chained up nicely. Gearbox all mounted, or unmounted.
We believe everything is disconnected, but we'll keep a very close eye on that as things come out. It appears to be something missing. The engine's out. Well done, that man.
Took a lot of pulling.
It took a lot of pulling. We would have footage to show you, but the GoPro is on the car and
It died.
yes, it died. We forgot to turn it on, but in the excitement of getting the engine out and with all the gearbox oil leaking out the back, we forgot to turn it on. But I think the proof in the video that the engine is still on there and not in here is proof that we took it out. Yeah, we have a bit of footage, which I'm sure you've already seen by now, of us lifting it out, or lifting it partly out. But we had to drop the car off the axle stands because that gave us the extra clearance to get over the front to get it out. So, very happy with that.
You know how drips everywhere?
We do have drips everywhere.
You can see it coming through the carpet.
Yeah, I don't care, man. Engine's out.
Yeah.
That gearbox is never going back in that car. You're never going back in, you bad gearbox. I'm so happy that gearbox is not going back in, because the next one is manual, and I'll be happy to put a manual in there. Oh, it's sad. For that, not for me. Just obviously now the engine's out, you can see that although we've changed the rock cover gaskets, obviously it was leaking for a long time. Right, so before I was rudely interrupted by a phone call, we can see obviously it's been leaking oil, literally from everywhere around the gasket, literally everywhere, mate. So this engine is going to have to be definitely jet washed and degreased. Oh, I'm so happy it's out of the car. I'm just so happy. But yeah, I can strip it down even more now. That's the best bit. I can strip it down even more. I wouldn't say we've had any major challenges on the way of getting this engine out. I mean, it's just big and long, but that's cool.
You put any more wood down?
No, because it's going to the way this goes down the ring. Hi there. Okay, now I've decided to clean up the floor a little bit as best I can to try and stained pad on here. Well, you know, it is a garage. I just wish I had some anti-stain paint down, but either way, onwards and upwards. So now we're going to try and get this gearbox off this engine. That is the next job. Time to get 2 seats, a couple of sockets and an impact gun. Oh, we also noticed that Chris has changed into Chubba. Chris has had to go, Chubba's here. So that's what we're doing.
You could say Chris has just got fat.
At least these are easy to come off. Yeah. So Chubba is removing the bell housing bolts. He's not going to take them all out just yet. Because we've got a few pipes to disconnect. Or brackets or something or other, so. So we're going to have to ascertain this wire harness here and disconnect that and take it out of the way. And remove the bracket just there, so that allows the pipes to come off with the cooler. And yes, of course, we'll have to take the starting motor off.
The difference I suck. Just trying to.
So she'll come back to you shortly. Starting motor is nearly off. There's the electrical connection. Starting motor's off. Quite a small starting motor, to be honest.
Really small stuff.
What's the condition of the teeth?
Not bad at all.
I wonder if I need a new starter motor with being a manual. That looks alright, isn't it?
Yeah, just something like that.
I don't know if it's just original.
So any Japanese videos in it?
Not that I can see. So it might not be an original motor. Either way, that's another thing that's off the car.
You want to take them off it?
Not this current second. Trouber's just taking this bottom bracket off, which looks like it's been cut off before. It doesn't actually attach to anything on the car, and we've not cut it off, so that's never good. Is it just this one top bolt now holding it?
As far as I'm aware.
This one just here. All the electrical plugs have been taken off and out of the way. Everything that's like the pipe work and everything that was on it is now out of the way. So in theory, we're going to undo this bolt just here at the top that you can see, and we'll see what happens. Let's do it. Well, with a bit of tapping from a hammer and a pry bar to help knock it off the locating pins, it's now free. Dude, what are you doing? Don't mean to forget about one. So I just spin it around, you know. We've got enough oil stains as it is, you know, there's a few more.
Actually, forgot about the oil.
Luckily we have plenty of carpet, and carpet tends to soak up the oil pretty well. But as you can see, that is black. Proper black. Yeah, it does look like engine oil. Bear in mind, this is transmission fluid. Transmission fluid should be red or pink, not black. It's black, that's pure black. There's no wonder I had issues on the track day. Second gear. So, we're going to let that drain in a minute. And then we'll try and get this torque converter off. And then, it's about ready to go on the engine stand. Provided I've got some bolts that fit, but you know, we'll get to that point. Okay, excuse the noise, but the heating is on. Chubba is using a Swan X spanner through the light inspection cover almost at the back of the bell housing.
It's the start motor.
Oh, of course it is, yeah. Inspection at the bottom, yeah, the starter motor hole at the top. That's allowing him to get in and get onto these really small bolts, which will then allow us to get the torque converter and the flywheel off the crank. That's what we're currently doing. We've got one more to go. She's loose, loose. Way.
It's not so heavy.
Oh yeah. It's full of fluid. Lie down on its back. Yeah. One torque converter. And one really thin flywheel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Well, there's no right to flip this car down, is there? Have we took enough off to mount it now? Do we take flywheel off? Do we?
It's got to come off, hasn't it?
Right.
Can't go clutch on that.
Oh yeah. Okay, now we'll take the flywheel off. Should be able to use the impact gun on these though. Yeah, let's get it off. I reckon 12, 14, something like that.
14.
That should hopefully be loose now. Yeah. Look at the crap behind that.
That's a load of crap.
This inspection cover was missing. And look at the crap that it's dragged in.
That probably would have actually been a better way to get them bolts. Actually, no, well, that one was further in. Oh, was it? No, that one was just better. You want a frisbee?
Don't think it'll fly as well as you think, mate.
We can get you to try.
Right, we need to somehow try and get this mounted now. Well, here is our 2JZ engine, now bolted onto our engine stand through the bell housing. It's still currently being held up by the engine crane. Don't know how successful it's going to be. We're now going to lower it gently. You can have the camera, I'm going to lower it.
Okay.
Oh, you can lower it.
Oh, okay.
You got bubble wrap. You may want some pliers. It's this little lever just here. Goes that way down, anti-clockwise. Gently. Gently. Let's look for the slack on the chains. Ooh. Ooh. It's going down. Goodbye, a phone call. Right, let's go again. If it's not going down, then that means there's no weight on the chains. There isn't. There's no weight on the chains. That's it. It's on its stand. Because you have to pull the arm down like that. Wow, that's it, man. The engine is mounted. Yeah, thanks for that. I had one arm. I'll do you. Wow. Right, so now let's get this thing tidied up. To buy a phone call. Right, let's go again. If it's not going down, then that means there's no weight on the chains. There isn't. There's no weight on the chains. That's it. It's on its stand. Because you have to pull the arm down like that. Wow, that's it, man. The engine is mounted. Yeah, thanks for that. I had one arm. I'll do you. Wow. Right, so now let's get this thing tidied up. Okay, so the engine is now on its new home for certainly the foreseeable future. We have a big pile of crap, and obviously we have the engine now out that we can really strip down. We have one giant hole that goes all the way back. All the way back. So it's been another very successful day, but there's still plenty more cleaning and, well, I haven't done any cleaning yet, plenty of stripping down to do, and cleaning especially, because that is disgusting. This is disgusting, so a lot more work to do. So, thank you for being in this video, Trevor.
No way.
We'll see you in another video. God knows what we'll be doing in that one, but we'll see you in another video. So like and subscribe, and we'll catch you soon. Ciao. I'm the daddy. Chris couldn't do it. I did it. I do work on my own car YouTube.